Yes, sir, baby. On the radar radio. Yo, special guest in the building. CEO Trayle in the building. My guy, what's up?
Not shit, man.
Welcome to the show.
Chilling. Really just chilling. Not shit for real. How you feeling?
I'm feeling great. How you feeling?
Better than ever.
Better than ever. It was funny because I was on your Twitter earlier, right? And I know, and you're like, "Oh, I love being in New York," but like, you from here? You from here originally too?
Right. That's why I like being here, because it's like, I feel like it's better like celebrityism here.
What do you mean by that?
Like, even though you're a celebrity in New York, like, it's still Wall Street niggas richer than you. It's other niggas richer than you. Like you can go somewhere and this kid's richer than your kid, you know? But it's like, so they treat it regular here. Like everybody looking. It's not treated regular, but it's not treated, you know? I can walk on the street and go get some food without.
And they treat you like a regular person. Versus where, like Atlanta maybe, you get probably treated differently if you walk into like a corner store there versus a corner store here.
Yeah.
How would they, if you compare New York to Atlanta and you walked into like, they got regular corner stores in Atlanta. If you walked into like an Atlanta like corner store, deli, whatever, how would they treat you like compared to like a New York corner store, like around the block here, where we at?
It's really the same, not so much so as the corner store, but the people in the corner store.
Okay.
Right, like, if it's people shopping in the corner store in New York, they might say something and keep it pushing. If it's people shopping in the corner store in Atlanta, either they're gonna look weird because they know who I am but don't want to say nothing to me,
Right.
or they gonna bombard it, like, you know, do too much.
Be all up in your face type shit.
Yeah, that shit be crazy. I really be trying to be low key. I really be trying to be low key most of the time.
You seem like a low key person.
Yep, I be trying to be low.
Cause I feel like even like most people, like if they didn't really know a lot about you, they wouldn't know that you were originally from New York. Like that's some shit that you actually have to like say. You have to like actually.
Plus, I'm country too.
Right.
So that that play a part.
But you lived in New York for like a long time. So I'm like what, 13 years? So like I'm surprised that you don't have more of like a New York accent.
I'm surprised too.
Like I'm actually shocked by that, because if you think about it, like those, like the first 13 years is like, that's like the most important, like your development. Years. So like when you, and where did you move after New York? You didn't move right to Atlanta. You moved to
Birmingham, Alabama.
You moved to Alabama, and then you moved to Atlanta. So it's like I'm shocked that you don't have like any type of, maybe as we talk I'm gonna hear like the little hints of like the New York accent.
A little bit.
But like I'm shocked that like you don't have more of an accent, New York accent.
Me too though. But I think it sound good in my music.
It definitely do. You're from the Bronx originally.
Yeah.
We're in the Bronx.
Castle Hill.
Dope. And then you move around. But I think that's also what makes your music like unique and makes you unique, is because like you have all these different backgrounds. This is why, like, you know, before the interview, we just FaceTime Cash. You know what I'm saying? Right. Obviously big New York shit. And like that's pretty cool to see that you have those like New York connections, because I feel like that's an advantage to you that like other artists from down south might not have off the rip, just off the strength of like, you know, you're from New York, so obviously you connect with New Yorkers differently than like somebody else would too.
Yeah. Call my boy, I'd rather like, I just know how to adapt when I move around anyways. So it just be better off. This is like some like million, I guess. I know though, but
Helen Keller's a great record, by the way.
What with Helen Keller?
Yeah, I bodied that shit.
Kai is the only person that really made me want to rap. Like, I gotta make some shit when I'm rapping Kai, cause I go first, and, you know, I punch in and I freestyle and stuff like that. While I'm doing that, he'll be jotting down shit. As soon as he get up there, he's really the only person that made me think like, out of all my years of rapping, Kai's the only person that made me feel like, because I always go first and he always go second.
Right, which I noticed.
So it's like, because really, like, I'll be the one sitting at the computer going through the beats. And then I'll just be telling him, like, if you hear something, let me know. If you hear something, let me know. So here, like, Helen Keller, it'll be a beat that we both like, but he like it more. Like I try to cater more to his sound than mine's to bring me outside of the box. You know, so that's what I be trying.
You got to bring him outside the box with your stuff too.
Yeah, I be telling him, but we got a bunch of songs where it's like it's on some trap shit or something, and I'm rapping, and then he come in behind me, or it's some shit like Helen Keller. We got a lot of shit though. Me and Kai just make music when we get in the studio.
Right. One of the comments was like, oh, like I was watching the video earlier, and one of the comments was like, oh, like y'all go so well together, even though y'all got like these different flows and different styles. Like people were talking about like, oh, like they wanted to see like y'all two have like a EP together or something like that.
Yeah,
so
me and Kai definitely got we got some shit like how Drake just dropped. We got some shit like that. We got a bunch of shit. Like we really just rap like off anything, off any kind of beats, any kind of. We might hear some techno shit, and everybody be in the studio like rap to that, rap to that. I'll be the one like, nah, I'm not rapping to that, and then everybody be like, rap to it, and then Kai be the one like, let's rap to this shit. Like, we'll go crazy, and then I end up doing it. Like that's how a lot of the songs end up happening, anyways. Helen Keller, the fucking techno shit we got. That's how a lot of the songs end up happening because I be sitting there and I just tell them like, whatever you hear, let's do it, and he'll hear something. And as soon as I see him, like, we'll agree and go in. That's just how it happens.
That's fire. You was out here in New York not too long ago, I think, because I wanted to set this up. We wanted to do this a couple weeks ago, but you're shooting a video. You're shooting some vids out here, right?
Yeah.
Is that for the project that's out right now? That's for something coming.
Yeah, the project that's out right now. Got 2 videos here. We Was, and of course, We Was just some shit I had just made. I had just made that shit. I didn't just make Of Course, though. Of Course was kind of old. But I really just made We Was. And when we got to New York, I had my son with me. So it was like, the vibe was right. So I'm just like, we got to shoot that right now. We might as well shoot that and then put it out.
What was the, I guess, idea behind the C4 EP with VL? Like, it was just something that y'all had cooked up together, or? One
day, man, I went to the studio and locked in with VL. That's my nigga. I fuck with him. One day I went to the studio and locked in with him, and we just did all those songs. Like
just like the one day type shit.
One day we just did all those songs. We just ran through beats. I did a couple hooks and verses. He did a couple hooks and verses. We put them together, and then he called me one day. He did an off the porch interview with Dirty Glove Bastard.
Yep.
My little brother, he like VL. We always used to listen to his music, so he watching his interview, and he just said something about you. VL was like, later. So I just called him and was like, yeah, drop it. That happened.
So it was like a real kind of like in the moment type, just spontaneous.
Drop it. He dropped it.
Was it like that for like the collection too, or nah? That was a little bit more calculated.
The collection wasn't calculated. It was more so something like I had just wanted to put some songs out, just to put songs out.
Right.
Hard shit that I like, that I've been working on, that I felt like didn't need to sit in my phone any longer. So that's how that went. And we just put the idea around it. It's called The Collection because like it's just a collection. It's just a collection of songs. So it's like I'm gonna do more of those, of songs that I just feel like should just be put out type shit.
Right. I find like your story interesting because like obviously like you really blew up during like the pandemic, right? So it's always interesting again to talk to artists like you who came up in like such like one of the weirdest times, because like I know like the labels call it like pandemic babies, right? But like for that, it's like it's interesting seeing like you go up during that time, which is, first of all, you gotta give people like yourself credit, which is because it's extremely impressive that you're able to find so much success in like such a crazy time when, you know, people are out of jobs, things like this, you can't do shows, but at the same time, like you have a record, and then you have like that buzz, and you're creating like something during a time when people could arguably say that it's like harder to create and blow up because of, you know, like you have the artistry part of it and the music part of it, but then like everything else that comes with it isn't there anymore. So you only have this to like rely on.
I feel like with the pandemic, it just took it to like how back in the days in the 70s, dude, you didn't have all that shit to rely on. You had to wait on niggas' albums to drop. You had to wait on this. You had to, you know, build up the anticipation with just word of mouth. You couldn't do, you know, like you couldn't do shows. You couldn't do all the shit that us new artists got today. niggas back in the days, the OGs, the legends, they couldn't do that shit to get their music out. They had to walk around the streets, and our streets was Instagram. So shit, you got to walk around the streets of Instagram, and that's how you do it.
Yeah.
Like, but I feel like I was one of the only people that it didn't happen because of social media. Like the song was a word of mouth song. It spread it because of word of mouth. It spread it because girls listened to it, and her friend was like, "Oh, what song is that?" And then her boyfriend was like, "Oh, what song is that?" And then his homies was like, "What song is that?" Like, so it spread it on some word of mouth shit because it really caught flame before I even knew it caught flame. Before the song was even on DSPs or anything like that, it caught flame in Chicago, and niggas was listening to the MP3 of like in they notes type shit. So I'm just like, let me drop this shit because I'm not getting paid for it.
Right. I saw it was either the OGM interview you did or maybe it was Dirty Glove, but you did say that the streets was the reason why
Yeah, it
that
wasn't.
shit
It
blew
wasn't
up.
that. It wasn't Instagram for me. It wasn't TikTok. Like TikTok got a hold to it later, and once I realized that it was on TikTok, that's when like it got more of a broader audience. But that shit was already going crazy and shit like that. Like
Right.
that shit was already doing numbers. So it was just like people was talking about the song and people was just talking about how grimy the song was. So that's how it spread it. It spread it because niggas was telling they bitches, telling they girls that, or
Yeah.
girls telling they niggas that or whatever, like vice versa.
I think something you said that I feel like I've been talking about these past couple of days. So like obviously the Drake album's out, but like you said that like the girls were the ones who started spreading it around.
Yeah,
That's
for
how the
sure.
that's how the guys got in touch with it. And someone said something about the Drake album. It's like nope, the guys won't. Not saying all guys because
The
that's a
Drake
dumb thing,
album
but
is
like
for niggas who taking girls on trips
right.
and fucking bad bitches.
But at the same time, the second one, girls start listening to it, right?
Niggas gonna listen to it. You don't got a
Yeah, you
choice.
don't got
I get hella DMs from niggas that say, bro, my girl put
put them on to your shit.
she
Yeah.
put me on. I was in the car with my girl and she was listening to you. I'm like, damn, who is this? And that's how it always be.
Yeah.
Then the girl blocked me.
But yeah, I think people sleep on the fact that it's really like the girls are the ones who
Yeah, the females make this shit go round. Like if you don't got women listening to your music, if you just got niggas listening to your music, then you just I feel like you local. Girls is the one going on. Females are the ones going on trips and stuff like that, and spreading that shit around the world and all that other shit. Like they the ones with the influence because niggas is looking at them because they body. So if you see a girl twerking on Instagram to my song, and you a pervert and you watch this twerk video 25 times, and then all of a sudden the song gonna get stuck in your head, like just like the OT Genesis shit when Buster fell in the club.
Yep.
Like niggas rewinded that part where Buster fell in the club, and it just so happened In Love with the Coco was on in the background. So that's how it's just some word of mouth shit. Niggas just start like, damn, what's that song in the background? What's that song? So now they know the song. So now it's still people that comment on the video to this day like, I'm so mad I'm late to this song, but it's fire. I love it. I'm about to treat it like it's new, or I just got put on today, or I've been looking for this song for 2 years, or some shit like that. So like it's just awesome word of mouth shit. Now TikTok helped that shit a lot, but always.
Shout out to the lady spreading the music around. It's funny since I brought up the Drake thing. Obviously, like one of the oldest posts on your gram that you have like still there is like
Drake did.
It's like Drake texting you.
They didn't believe in me. Drake did.
Drake did.
That
was Rolling Loud.
Mm-hmm.
That was like the first Rolling Loud back too, correct? Or was that before the pandemic? What year was that?
That was the first one.
That was the first Rolling Loud. That was last summer.
Yeah.
Last summer. First of all, fire. Congrats! I gotta just give you a congrats on that because that's incredible. So is that how y'all two first connected with each other?
Yeah.
Was that Rolling Loud moment?
Yeah.
Fire.
Watch my shit. That's the first time I ever even watched my shit. Then I got on the jet. Then when I got on the jet, uploaded it to the Wi-Fi. Drake followed me and DM me, and I was like, oh shit. Yeah. I never really like. Of course, I want to make some shit with him. I never really just like, Cause I know niggas be on his shit all the time, like, you know. So I'd rather just like keep making songs and dropping songs to the point where he like, nah, I gotta get on this.
Yeah.
Like, hey, I gotta get on this. Send me this right now. Then when it get to that, like, you know, I get my Drake song. Yeah, like that shit was crazy though.
It's more like an earned thing rather than a
That's how I
ask you
wanted.
thing.
That's how I wanted to be. I
Yeah.
wanted to be more so like he already fucking with me. So it's like I just wanted to be on some shit. Like that's how I really wanted to be with everybody. Like I really don't want to move around and ask for features and shit like that. I'd rather just do it on my own. And then if they hear it and they like it enough, then they like, damn, let me get on this because it really don't matter about it already being out.
Right. Which aside from like the VL collaboration, like you didn't have any features on the last project. You know what I'm saying? You're not a big feature guy from what I've seen.
No, I'm
You know what
not, cause
saying?
it's like I'm still at a point where I'm still building some shit.
Mhm.
So it's like I don't want to. It's not that I don't want to use the features I got, cause I got hella features. But I just would rather people hear me first, and then like I can come with the features, cause that shit is like help, like you know, like
Right.
once you drop a feature with a gigantic artist, that shit is help. So it's like they're really like the fans really look at like if I drop a song with Drake right now, nobody's really like my people. They like, oh shit, he got a song with Drake. But everybody else like, oh shit, Drake just dropped a new verse. Like they not even looking at like, well, this is a whole song. They like, oh, we got a new Drake verse. So you like, so I want it to be to the point where it's like they knowing like where this shit is coming from. Like, Drake just jumped on Trayle shit or vice versa. I want it to be like a mutual kind of thing.
Right. I think you gotta like build, like you said, like I understand what you're trying to say because it's kind of like in the sense of like, all right, you look at like Drake and Dirk, where like Dirk is on a certain level,
Mhm.
and you're not saying, oh, Drake dropped a new verse. You're saying, oh, Drake and Dirk dropped together.
Right.
Not like, oh, Drake dropped a new verse on X, Y, and Z's new
Right.
single.
Right.
I'm tuning in for Drake, but not the other person. No, I'm tuning into
Exactly.
this for Dirk and Drake.
Like I want to hear what they do as a collective. Like
Right.
I want to hear what they come up with as a collective instead of damn this Drake verse, because you know niggas like only listen to one verse. So it's like you know
Yeah.
once if Drake goes second, I guarantee you the first few people are gonna skip my verse. They gonna hit my last couple words and then they gonna go straight to Drake. I'm telling you, I just know how the shit go. So it's like I know like I at least want them to skip it. When they skip it, I want them to at least skip a little bit into my verse. It could be like, oh, okay, this nigga's going crazy. Let me go back some. But if they skip straight to Drake, it's over with for me.
I think the skipping shit is so stupid. Like you just listen to the whole goddamn song. If you're gonna sit in the car and then end up replaying the song anyway because you like Drake's verse, they're gonna have to sit through your part. Imagine being in the car and then every time you try to put the song on, you only skip to Drake's verse and you only listen to like 40 seconds.
But it's
of the
niggas
song.
that do that because I know
That's
I
weird,
do
though.
that. Like,
You think what?
bro, when I
Okay.
rap, I got features in my phone right now that I will listen to.
But that's different.
It's not. It's the
I
same
think it is.
thing.
I think it's different because that first of all, that's your music, right? And you might have like a feature from I don't know, let's say like a little Dirk, and you just love what he did on that song, but that's your song. So you're like you've already heard yourself a million times. You're like, nah, I want to hear Dirk on my song. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's different.
I got songs with a lot of people that I skip straight to my verse. Big artists too.
Interesting. What do you say? So you're saving those big features, I guess, for like
It's not so much as saving them. It's just like it just got to be the right time.
well, like
I
another
got a feature
project that
coming
you've done.
soon though.
Well, who? Can you say?
I can say, but it's people already know who the feature is.
So who is
Everybody already know. Everybody already know it's a song that's been begged for months. So it's like I got that song coming soon, July 4th.
July 4th. It'll be out. There you go. July 4th is a Monday this year, right?
Yeah.
Oh, perfect timing. I would say like July 4th weekend is like the make or break for like a lot of summer records. Like you know what's gonna be like the record of the summer by the end
Yeah,
of that weekend.
I got the summer record though. I got it.
July 4th.
Definitely got it.
Make sure you tune in. Now I gotta drop this before July 4th, so y'all know to make sure to
Yeah,
listen to
that's
the
why I
record.
did that marketing.
Marketing. I also like with so the music you're doing right now. So you got that single, right? And then you told me you got some other stuff on the way too.
Mhm.
So what was this? Cause you started mentioning it before the interview, but I was like, I didn't want you to explain it to me until we got.
I got
in here.
it's called Wir, which is four in German, I think.
Okay.
Four in German.
4 in German, okay.
Right, VIER. And that's just 4 songs that I'm putting out. Then, which is a Monday. Then I'm dropping Happy Halloween 5, which is my album. And that's on a Monday too.
Why you be dropping on Mondays?
Because of dates. July 4th ended up being on a Monday. Halloween ends up being on a Monday.
Oh, Halloween's on a Monday this year? Ugh. That's whack.
So it's like, but I'd rather give it to niggas in the beginning of the week than, you know?
Right.
They can get ready to build up to it by the end of the week.
So July 4th is actually a 4-pack?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, it ain't really too much because I really just got hella music that I've just been trying to put out. So I'm just trying to give the music before I tune in and focus on Halloween.
I like that though. I fuck with that. So then Halloween's gonna come. So that's like directly the next project after. Fan favorite series?
Yeah. Halloween is.
Is that one gonna be all you too? Like. Okay, so we are venturing more into like more here and there.
Halloween is gonna be exactly what niggas need to hear for Halloween. There's gonna be some niggas on there too. Like I ain't doing that all by myself. Like that sound good for Halloween.
You know what's funny? Whenever I think of Halloween, I think of like 21 Savage.
Exactly.
I think of 21 Savage because I think of what's the tape called? Without Warning. You know what I'm talking about? The with Metro Boomin tape, and then they got the and they got the Ghostface Killer's record with Travis. That's like people think I'm crazy when I say that, but that's a Halloween song to me.
It is.
It's a Halloween song to me. Or like Travis is like 5% tint with like the like the kind of carnival music shit.
And the breakdown and shit. Shit like that. So it's gonna be some features on Halloween. Definitely got some features coming.
I'm excited for that because I love me some good like shit like that. You know, like I just said, like I love the Without Warning tape. So when I hear like, oh, this is actually gonna be kind of like Halloween themed.
Yeah, I got some shit going on. Like I'm getting in the vibe.
How do you get in that Halloween vibe before Halloween is even like before the season is even here?
See,
it's like when they be making Christmas movies in the fucking summertime. Like, how do you fucking do that?
So Halloween for me is different than Halloween for a lot of other people. Halloween for a lot of other people is dressing up, trick-or-treating candy and shit. Halloween for me is like, that shit, it gets scary on Halloween, you know?
Right.
So it's like, just imagine you walking out your door and you scared to walk out your door.
Yeah.
Like, soundtrack to that shit. Like the soundtrack to when Jason walking, killing motherfuckers in the hood.
In the hood. Jason in the hood is crazy.
Freddy in the hood.
Nah, but I think about that because I know
like that.
Some New York schools like they have like the early recess on or not recess, early release on Halloween for that exact reason. So you're kind of taking that energy and like the soundtrack of like what that is.
Yeah, I want to just that energy of just like when niggas hear it, like, oh shit. I damn near don't even want to listen to this shit by myself. Like, niggas be already telling me they be want to go on high speed chases and shit when they listen to my music. Like, that's what I want. Like, I want not them to do it.
Right, I was about to say. But
I want that feeling, that vibe, like, niggas be saying crazy shit all the time. Like, bro, your music make me want to do this. That. Like, don't do it. But the vibe of that, like, that's what I want. Like, I want the vibe of, like, scary shit.
Scary shit. They're more into do high speed chases.
But, like, life scary shit. Not, like, clowns popping up. Like,
we don't want that time. We don't want the clowns pop. We don't want that time back.
No shit
we
like
don't want
that.
Shit back.
No shit
we
like
good.
that.
You could leave. That's some shit you could leave in 27. That's some pre-pandemic shit you could leave.
That shit was crazy though. Like I ain't gonna lie, that shit was crazy.
I was in college at the time, and then
that shit was crazy.
There was actually one that popped up around from my college. It was on like Twitter and all that shit like that.
Bro, you know, I used to always think like, if I see a clown, it's time to get busy. Like, I used to always think that, like, fuck them clowns, nigga. Them niggas be popping out.
I used to think like if I'm driving on the highway at night and it's dark and during that time, right? First of all, I'm like 20 at the time, so I'm already like reckless. If I see it,
I'm
hitting
hitting
you.
that. What?
What?
I'm running you over like a deer, nigga. Like that was my like nigga when I nigga. Clowns was crazy.
Those clown shit was crazy.
That clown shit was crazy.
I feel like it's gonna end up happening again. Not gonna win, it doesn't, but
Clown shit
they gonna listen
crazy.
to Halloween 5. They're gonna be like, wait a second.
That clown shit was crazy.
But I think it comes at a perfect time too, because that's after like it's a couple weeks after Rolling Loud New York.
Right.
Which
so
you're on the lineup
like,
for that, which congratulations, that's also very fire.
Thank you.
I think it's only right because Kai Cash and all them were back there last year with King Combs. I saw them there. Obviously, I don't think you were back there last year, right?
No,
I
I was
think
there.
saw you back. Oh, you were
Rolling Loud
there?
New York. Yeah, I was there with Gunna. I performed with Gunna.
Oh, you came out with Gunna that day. Free Gunna, free YSL.
Free Gunna. Free YSL.
How you holding up with all that? Have you spoken to them?
Man, they stronger than me. They really stronger than everybody at this point. You know, they really, they words and you know, the fact that they holding themselves up so strong. That's what's having everybody else so strong. So you know, but they'll be home soon for sure.
Free the guys. You know,
Free the
I
guys.
also have you gotten to speak to them or no? No,
Mm-mm.
no.
I got.
Yeah. I saw the Lil Baby documentary the other day, and this ties into that. And I think it's important to talk about because in the documentary, and I think it comes out in like 2 months, right? But I think it's important to talk about in the documentary. Thug and I think was Gunna in it? I know Thug was in it, but Thug in it did such a one. It just showed such an incredible side of him, and like kind of just being around Baby.
Nah, that
and,
nigga is
you know what
really
I'm saying?
like. That nigga is really like. I don't know how to describe it. Like him and Gunna, the way they are, like the type people they are, they influence on you. Like it's just an undescribable kind of thing. Like nigga, like nobody deserve to be in a situation, but them especially, they don't deserve to be in a situation. The way they are, they heart so pure, like heart really got hearts of gold, like both of them.
Yeah.
So it's like just to even see like them going through that shit and just knowing what jail is like and knowing like that shit not for them.
Yeah, it's not right. The one thing I was gonna say about the doc, in the doc, Doug tells a story about when Baby got out, or maybe it was like before Baby went in. Either or.
Niggas when he got out.
Probably when he got out,
Probably
right?
when he got out.
He was giving Baby. He would tell Baby. He would give Baby $200K and be like, "Yo, go home." You know what I'm saying? Don't be out here. Go be with your kids.
Yeah.
And I think that, which also Thug at the moment, when he popped up on the screen, the whole crowd erupted. Everybody was, you know, it really one showed his impact, right? But also two,
impact crazy.
What you just said, you know what I'm saying? Just showing like the genuineness of Thug and you know him caring, and also, you know, he didn't have to do that for Baby. He didn't.
Nah,
you know
he really.
So I think that was really cool.
And he really embraced like him and Gunna. They really care. They really embrace you. Like they say, YSL is a family. It's a real family. Like it's not just. It's a label, but it's a label of people that care about one another.
Facts.
So, like, gonna go above and beyond to make sure you feel like the artist you should feel like everybody has the ability and the freedom to do and make and create as they please. That's one thing I always respected. And he listened, and he really listened. Like he'll pop in on your sessions and tell you he liked your songs and this, that, like he really listened. So it's like the stuff that people feel like they're too big to do, you know what I'm saying? Like the acknowledgement that he showed people, like it's certain artists that feel like they too big to do that. Like Drake following me on Rolling Loud, like that's the biggest nigga in the world. But it's other artists to this day that's not even half a quarter as big as Drake, and they'll DM me or you go crazy, and if I take too long to look at the DM, they'll unsend it, unfollow. Like weird artists with blue checks, niggas be crazy. But it's like the fact that they embrace you the way they embrace you, it just shows like they really genuine. They really care about the people that they are around, and that's what that is. Like they care about the people that they're around.
Right. And obviously you see it, you know what I'm saying? Through
For sure.
Through I've had Strick here, I've had T-Shine here,
So
you know what I'm saying? So
Show T-Shine.
That's why I like asking you about it, because I like being able to like tell that side of the story that like, you know, even the media doesn't want to like.
Nah, that side of the
portray
story
is important.
That side of the story is all over the place if you really look at it. The media playing the game right now to make it look bad, but the more they play to make it look bad, the more great shit come out about them. So it's like,
Right.
no, freedom.
Free them. All right, so we got we're at the Veer, July 4th. Veer, July 4th. Very excited for that. We're gonna have you
Me
rap
too.
today. By the time that people see this, that'll be out, which I'm also very excited for. Halloween 5.
5. Happy Halloween 5.
Happy Halloween 5, October 31st. If Halloween 5 doesn't drop, bro, I'm gonna DM you. I'm
Nah,
gonna be
that
like,
shit,
I'm very
nah.
sad.
Nah, look.
I'm gonna be on very
That
tight.
shit dropping for sure because like that's the fucking
That's your shit.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's like Halloween gotta, if nothing else come out, Halloween gonna come out. Happy Halloween 5 is definitely gonna come out. If nothing else comes, that's coming.
I'm excited for that.
Definitely
Gotta use some more people on there. But before we sign off, before we get out of here for the day, anything else you want to let the people know where they could follow you at? All that good stuff. This camera right here.
Follow me everywhere. Look me up, CEO Trayle, Big Bad Dope, Free YSL, Slap.
There you go, CEO Trayle on the radar. Go check out that freestyle. Go check out his projects. Go show him love. Support is free. Love is free.
Show me love, nigga.
Free YSL. Until next time.
Free YSL till next time.
My guy, appreciate you, bro. Love.